Sergiy Stakhovsky, a name tennis fans will never forget from the unforgettable night at Wimbledon 2013, the man who defeated the great Roger Federer on centre court. That victory defined his sporting legacy. But a decade later, his name is back in the headlines, not for his serve, not for his backhand, but for something far greater, his fight for freedom. Because the man who once conquered the lawns of Wimbledon is now walking through the battlefields of Ukraine. Our next report tells you how life has come a full circle for the Ukrainian, from grass courts to ground zero.
War, a word that paints pictures of destruction, despair, and chaos. Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran, Palestine, all living through that grim reality. And in the middle of this, one industry meant to unite the world, sports, finds itself torn apart. The impact runs so deep that even the ambassadors of peace, athletes, are trading their lives. Sergiy Stakhovsky, once ranked world number 31, has traded his racket for a rifle. After Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, he made a decision few athletes would dare to make. He left behind his family, his comfort, and enlisted in the Ukrainian army to defend his homeland. The same hands that once gripped a racket now clutch an assault rifle. The same eyes that once scanned a tennis court for opponents now scan the horizon for enemy movement. His battleground may have changed, but his focus, his discipline, his fight remains unshaken. And Stakhovsky wasn't just any player. He was the man who beat Roger Federer in round 2 of Wimbledon 2013. A moment that etched his name in tennis history and gave Ukraine one of its proudest sporting memories. When the invasion began, Stakhovsky was in Dubai celebrating his retirement from tennis. He could have stayed safe, far from the chaos, at his home in Hungary with his family. Instead, he crossed the border alone back into Ukraine. He joined the territorial defense forces, and since then has served on multiple front lines.
If I stayed at home, I would feel guilty. I was born here, my grandparents are buried here, and I would like to have a story to tell my children. No one here wants Russia to liberate them. They have freedom and democracy, and Russia wants to bring despair and poverty.
And that's where his story becomes more than sport, because this isn't just about patriotism, it's about purpose. Here's a man who had everything: fame, money, recognition, but found a higher calling when his country needed him. What makes Stakhovsky's journey even more powerful is the silence surrounding him. While he risks his life for his homeland, much of the sporting world stays quiet. He's questioned why Russian athletes are still competing under neutral flags and accused global sport of choosing comfort over conscience. At Wimbledon 2022, Russian and Belarusian players were banned. A year later, the ban quietly vanished. Sport moved on, but for Stakhovsky, war didn't. His battle continues, far away from the spotlight. In recent months, he's taken up humanitarian missions, raising funds for medical supplies, helping war-affected children, and coordinating relief across borders. His transformation is complete from athlete to activist, from sportsman to soldier.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
geschäftsführenden Direktoren,
Hindi,
$36 ट्रिलियन का कर्ज है।
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan
Italian,
sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4兆ドル以上も
Portuguese,
por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.